What is going on, YouTube?
What is going on?
First time going live on YouTube. I'm used to Instagram and Facebook, but since we're premiering the teaser trailer tonight on YouTube, we thought, why not? Let's go live on YouTube. So you guys should know me. You're subscribed to this channel. I pray you are. We tried to get to 350. We're 15 away from dropping this teaser early, but it is what it is. But I'm Andrew Bullard, director, writer, actor in this upcoming film, Access Control. It's a buddy cop film, comedy film about two guys that are complete opposites. My character is a high-headed newlywed married to Candace, is played by Phedora, and he runs into this character played by Dan Lyons, named Randy, who's an ex-detective, and they end up having to solve this pill thief case. And they got to come together and, of course, learn a lot from each other. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Phedora introduce herself to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Phedora Evermoore. I'm an actress. I sometimes call myself an ambassador for Jesus. I love to use my Instagram. Besides acting, I love to use my Instagram to just promote my love for Christ, and as well as I like to do giveaways every month. So that's what I do in my spare time. In the day, I'm an executive assistant, and I love being in the support role. And yeah, but I hope one day that I am able to act full time and that be my source of income. I just absolutely love it, and was so thankful that Andrew chose me to be on his film.
Speaking of the giveaway, don't they people still have time for the next
They
one?
do, they do. So there's a giveaway happening right now. It's the February giveaway, and it ends tonight at midnight. So if you can go to my Instagram page at Fedora, the number 4 ever, and it's on there, and you can comment comment what you want to accomplish this month, and then also tag 3 people, and you must be following me as well. But it closes at midnight, so
And then you might be able to get you a gift card.
yes, $50 Amazon.
$50. We just giving money. We loving people here. Nah, she is. I ain't giving away. Actually, I do have a challenge that I'm gonna do. I already told Destiny, the co-producer slash my girlfriend, we're gonna do a challenge because Fedora actually, you can't. It's muted, so you can't hear what she's saying. But the challenge is gonna be the first person to be able to tell me verbatim what she says. I'm gonna give them some merch off of the site. So, but it can't be somebody that's involved with the film though. That's cheating. I'm sorry if you've already read the script. That ain't fair. But you guys will see what I'm saying. But anyway, so
It's
what
been a
made you
while.
want
I
to
don't
get into?
remember the script.
What'd you say?
Just playing.
Well, we did have some. Antonio said that he didn't read. Antonio was in our film. He plays the informant, and he told me he actually didn't read the rest of the script. He just wanted to read his part because he wanted it to be, suspenseful for him when he actually watches it. He wants everything to be a surprise. So I didn't know whether to be like, flattered or like, hey, brother, you didn't read the script. You know what I mean? But you did an
Oh.
awesome job though. So, but yeah, so I wanted to ask Fedora. We talked to you a couple of weeks ago. We didn't get to go into more, enough detail though. But I wanted to ask you, what made you want to get into acting?
Oh, man. I've always had a love for the arts, honestly. Dancing, singing, acting, anything like theater related, anything like that. I've always had a love for it. And it was one of those things where I went back and forth, I toggled with, because I didn't have the appropriate mentor. Some of it, maturity. I felt like now that I am much older and wiser, I feel like if I were to would have started acting when I was younger in my earlier 20s, I probably would have done a lot of things that I wouldn't do now. And I feel like God placed me at this perfect timing, His time, where doors have opened for me and I'm moving a lot wiser and a lot smarter. And so, with that being said, like I've always loved acting. It was just a matter of when was the time for me to like start pursuing it.
Awesome. See, with me, I did some acting early. I always remember now because I'm thinking, we're about to put out a feature film, and like when I was a kid, I had this play that I was in, like in the first grade, and it was like I think it was like a Christmas, or no, it was like a yeah, it was like a Christmas play, and I was like one of the shepherds. And then my dad was wanting me to be all, dramatic about it and be like, let us go now, even unto Bethlehem. And then I was like, in my shell, I was like, let us go now. Yeah. But like then now I'm like doing a film and I'm like, what the world happened? So it's kind of crazy how things happen. It's all in, God's timing. But
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah,
Definitely.
I think I said this before on the live a couple of weeks ago, but I think it was just crazy how we ran into you because we put up the role for everybody and stuff like that. And like exactly 2 weeks in, you sent your audition, and you actually auditioned for the role of the nurse.
Yeah.
And then, but I really liked the audition. It was just because you had that humor with it and everything, and I was just like, there's something special with this girl. But then, I was kind of thinking, I kind of think she might be able to play the wife. So how did that make you kind of feel when I emailed you back saying like, I want you to audition for a different role?
Man, okay, so a little backstory to that. I At that moment where I started, like I was going through this struggling phase of, God, am I supposed to be an actress or am I not? Like, what's going on? And because prior to me finding your audition, I had took like, I would say like a 3-month break of like not submitting myself, not taking classes, because I just felt like I wasn't getting any traction or anything. And I just was like so frustrated. So I prayed literally right before I pushed send to submit for the nurse Ashley. When I pushed send, I prayed. I was like, Lord, I was like, if you are directing me to be an actress, you'll let me book this part and I'll be committed, and I'll let you continue to like lead the way of me being an actress. Like I'll make sure before I book a role, like pray to you about it, or if I get a role, like pray and see if this is where you have me. So anyways, I got the email from you saying that actually can you audition for this part. I was like, Lord, yes! He will answer
Oh,
me. But I tell you, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just emotional behind it because I was like, I'm sick of turning in these auditions and some people just don't respond. And I mean, that's the name of the game, right? Like, you turn in auditions and you just don't get a response. But
yeah.
when you asked me that, I was just like, all right, that alone is enough. If I don't even book the lead part, if they don't like my audition after that, then that's fine. Like I just know that I got the answer I needed and I'm on the right track. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's crazy too because we were going through all these different people and at first leaning towards one way, and it was just something I was just like, I just feel like this is that girl's role. You know what I mean? So I was just like, it's her role. And even tried
Won't
to
you
go
do
another route, it
it?
didn't work out. It was just like God had it to be your role. So, but yeah, so
God is good.
getting in that mindset then of like once you realize you got the role of the wife, how was it of like, okay, I first wanted to, or audition for the nurse. Now I gotta play a wife.
Um, it wasn't more so of like, oh, I'm not the nurse now, I'm the wife now. I think it was more lines. Like, oh snap,
Yeah, yeah.
like this is this is, you know, a much more bigger part, more lines, which means not that I am going to be any more committed than I were if I was Nurse Ashley. It's just that I have a bigger responsibility and I need to be more aware of like how many lines I need to memorize and stuff. So I was actually really excited, and yeah, I was just really happy. I was just thanking God for, like, I don't know. I've been thanking God still to this day, because I'm just like, this whole experience has been amazing. So,
Yeah, and I think one of the things too was that like when I was casting for this role, I was wanting someone that was going to be willing to do, practices like one-on-one practices to be able to build the chemistry and stuff like that. And then,
yeah.
you were more than willing to do that because then, we had practices like with the group, but then we also, I think we did at least like 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did quite a few like one-on-ones together, and I feel like that also was very helpful because um some of y'all may or may not know, like I had never met Andrew in person until we filmed the movie, and that was the only time I've met him. Like
Yeah,
everything has been over Zoom, been virtual, everything. So those calls really helped because when it came to the day of filming, um, we remember, okay, like, you know, this is how we did it over Zoom. Now we're just like face to face. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it felt like we knew each other because of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah, exactly.
in the film, because it's I've always done music about a lot of times about relationships and whatnot. A lot of times, or the lack of a relationship. But this was interesting. I don't know why, but I wanted to do something about a marriage and then a relationship that was kind of rocky. You know, and how that can be. So I think that was, it was challenging for me to kind of like, act and be in a relationship where it's like, man, this my character is kind of a crappy guy sometimes, or he kind of is, he's rough around the edges for sure. You know what I mean? So it was kind of, having that practicing, having that tension with somebody that you love, that was kind of hard to portray for me at least. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Um, I think hmm, I think for me it was the part that was weird was that I would be pretending to be somebody's whole wife. And then in the background of that, like making sure that Destiny's 100% comfortable with whatever I'm doing because I'm no homewrecker. So, so
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like boundaries. So I think that's where my perspective came from. Like, kind of like, okay, you know, this is work. Like how I feel like any role that I've gotten, that I've auditioned for never had to do with a relationship. So it was like, not only did God bless me with this role, but also I'm playing a whole wife. And so that's different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was hard for me because, well, this is hard in general with acting as far as like, a lot of people don't realize you don't do everything in the order that you see the movie. So, one moment you can be in a scene where you're like crying and then the next you're happy or angry. So like, there's different stages you'll see throughout the film of like, our character's relationship. So going from one moment you're arguing and then the next you're, like
Right.
like we cool, we good, everything, that can be kind of weird. So
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm angry at you. And then it's all right, guys. Next scene. Now
yeah,
y'all in love.
yeah, yeah, especially when you're on that low budget, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, we gotta do everything tonight. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, because then I think the clip that I shared for the what was it, the date night scene.
Oh
And
yeah,
because then at that point I was just running on fumes. And if anybody knows me, Like once I get to that point where I'm just running on fumes, and I'm just liable to say anything. So like there's that take where I just start singing that Drake song, and I'm going on because there was like nothing in the tank at that point.
Oh, you were done. I was done. Yeah, I don't know if there will be any bloopers, but that definitely should be in there.
Yeah, that was definitely one for sure. Or like the fact that when we were filming the argument scene, and then the fact that there wasn't just you, there was 4 women on the couch. I'm like, hold on, how did I get all these wives? You know? What's going on here?
Right. Everyone got something to say to you. Shoot.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't no
Beyonce.
Old Testament story. Like, what's going on?
They had my
But
back.
yeah, that was. But I think some of the scenes, because then we ain't to the final draft yet, but we're almost there. But I've had the privilege of seeing all the footage. You know what I mean? So
As you should. As you should. It's your baby.
yeah,
It's your project. So.
yeah. But a lot of the scenes, like all of them, I feel like it stood out to me how much you shined in the film. But I think a lot of the ones where you really did good were the ones where you just kind of had to kind of go off the cuff, you know what I mean, off the dome with that. How was that?
Oh yeah. That was okay. So with this being my whole like first feature film or whatever, what you don't get to practice in acting class or even when you're in person, like whether it's virtual or in person, you don't get to practice there being a whole cameraman, then there's all these other people being on set, and then it's just pure silence. And everyone is just watching you and the camera's on you. So it's like you can't mess up. And if you do mess up, you just feel like a dodo bird. And so so for me, that was actually really, really, really nerve-wracking. And but I'm happy I did it. It was a great experience. But yeah, that's how I felt during that whole time.
Yeah, and it goes from that point of like towards like the beginning of the day where it's just like, ooh, like, you know what I mean? You're kind of like, you don't want to mess up and all that. And then it gets to the point where like halfway through it, it's like, I don't care no more. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get
Right.
this
After you
done.
do
Like,
it,
I'm tired, my feet hurt,
yeah, after you do it so many times, it's kind of like, all right, I'm done. Like one of those better be good because look, I'm not gonna do it again. But you do it again because
Yeah, then you do it
that's what
again, do it
you
again. Like it was so funny when we had one of the extras come on set, and there was this because we were shooting this scene for the montage, and then like we did a take of it, and then Dan told the girl, he was like, "That was great, excellent, perfect. All right, let's do it again."
Literally, it could be so perfect. But what I think other people don't realize is that you may see one angle, but then we have to do the scene so many other times
Yeah,
because we need different angles. And if there's multiple people in it, oh, you already know it's going to take like about 45 minutes to an hour. Um,
yeah,
I did a video reel uh, to add to my resume, and it took me an hour for a 2-minute scene.
yeah.
So
It's
more
always crazy
than
with that.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
because then like with the movie, that's gonna be like an hour long. You spend 2 years of your life making. It's crazy.
it's true. It's true. There's so much that plays into it.
Yeah, there definitely is, and that's why that preparation is key.
Yeah.
So it was those table reads and everything just made things go a lot smoother than they could have gone for sure.
Yeah.
How did you feel like after the first night, knowing that like, oh, I got a whole other day here of shooting?
Um, so what happened? I flew in that day and then automatically straight off the plane.
Man, these people are gonna be like, man, Andrew running a slave ship here. Soon as she got off
I
the
flew
plane, we like, all
in.
right, come
This
straight
is how
here. Let's
he
go to
did
work.
me, y'all. This is how he did me. No, I'm just playing.
Don't
Um,
check into the hotel. You gotta work. and you almost lost the hotel. They're about to give the rooms to
I almost
somebody else.
did. Oh, they were like, "Oh, I thought nobody was coming." No, I'm staying here. I need this. I need the bed, please.
Yeah, definitely need that rest.
No, but I flew in same day, got on the plane. It was like I got to the airport about like 4:45 a.m. Okay, a.m. And then I flew over, um, uh, started filming right then and there within like the first hour of me getting there. And
Yeah,
um, and we didn't stop until like what was that, midnight?
pretty much. I think it was like about close to 11 or 10, but then you probably didn't get back to your hotel till after midnight.
Yeah, I didn't get back to my hotel till after midnight for sure. But we stopped filming at like midnight or yeah, close to midnight. And that whole time we were running a whole bunch of different scenes. So it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then, of
Yeah,
course, every time you film, not everything's not gonna go as planned. It don't matter,
facts.
because then we had one of our main actors, his flight got canceled, so I had to do a rewrite. And then I think the first day, I definitely feel like one of the things I regret is like we snuck in one of Dan's scenes, and I wish I would have just saved that for like the next week because we could have. Because then when we were doing that date night scene, it was really night.
It was actually really nighttime during that time. And
Yeah,
I think when we got to that point, that's when we were like really just like, we're done here. We're done.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing clicking anymore. What
No,
do we got to do? Let's get it rolling. Like even after we finished, when we said we're wrapping for the day in the video, like no one said anything the first time around because everybody was just like, "Yeah, we're done." And I was like, "Hello, like, are you guys gonna say, yay, we're done, we can leave?"
yeah. It was just like everybody was already thinking about their bed and their pillows and everything.
Yes, and then
Yeah,
outfit changing.
yeah. That's another thing too. I didn't. Well, no, I had to do some outfit changing too.
Yeah,
And
you
then
did.
too, after a while, the underarms, that funk, you know what I mean? Because I was just like,
Not
and
that
then
long.
some of us, like with our breath, I was like, with some of y'all, I was like, I love y'all, but we need somebody on the Tic Tac committee. You know what I mean? Like, whoo, man. But
Because
I would kill somebody with the underarms.
after a while, it's just like, listen.
Well, we got Pops on here.
Oh yes, my dad. Okay, I see.
He's
Yeah.
thanking us. We gotta thank him. But
Thank
what
you.
would be like? I guess like what scene or scenes are you most looking forward to people seeing? Like when it's the premiere night or whenever they watch it first. Like what's the scene? Like I can't wait for them to see this.
I'm interested. Well, I haven't really seen anything, so for me, I want to see everything. But for everybody, I think I wanted them to see like the finale of it all, like how everything gets like. At least I know what the script says, but I've never watched it, so I feel like that's the most exciting part is the finale.
Yeah, the third act of the film is like really good. There's this, because it's just building up, and then there's that anticipation, and you're just like, ooh, because then because there's a little bit of mystery too, because then the throughout the film you're thinking like, who's the pill thief? You know what I mean? So, and then your character kind of has a lot of fun stuff to do in the third act. So
Yep.
a lot of good
Yeah.
stuff there. So
A lot
I
of good
guess let me
stuff.
see what time is it. Oh yeah, because you're right about me talking too much. So we got 7 minutes till we're gonna.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, you kind of did, but it's about seven
You put me
minutes
on
before.
blast. Oh, wow.
Yeah, too bad. We hate that Mark couldn't be here.
Yeah,
But
it's so sad Mark couldn't join us.
yeah, Mark he got to play the combative patient, and he was also
Oh,
the script
killed
supervisor, and also did some sound on set. he was like a master Jedi on set. He was like really helpful. So because he really helped us with being the script supervisor of like remembering where we were in the film. You know, because a lot, like I was talking about earlier, you know, sometimes your character is in a certain mindset. So keeping that in mind, because sometimes you can carry stuff over from the last scene. It's like, all right, we're not there no more. Your character is in a different place right now. He was
Yeah.
really good at keeping us on point with that for sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
next time, Mark, we'll have to get you on. So but some things to keep in mind. So we announced this past weekend we got a location venue for the premiere finally. So
Praise God.
yes, September 30th. I know a lot of people say such a long way from now, but you know, we still finishing stuff up. We still got to put out the official trailer. Tonight's just the teaser trailer, just a tease. So, but it's gonna be at the. Would you say?
It's a process, y'all. It's a process. Come on now.
Exactly. Like talking to Fedora during this process, and then you know I've been telling her, man, people been hounding me. She's like, people got to understand this ain't a YouTube video, and I've been saying that ever since you said that. It's like this ain't no YouTube video.
No, it literally is not a YouTube video. And I
Yeah,
think
you know, this
what
takes
people,
time.
yeah, it takes time. And I think what people are so used to is that when they watch these big streaming networks of these grand productions, they don't realize that they got about 100 and something people working on
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And they have a lot bigger budget and they can get things out a lot more fast than someone who is working on their own film, writing it, producing it, directing it, and acting in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's a lot of work.
yeah. Because I got a lot of support, but there's only so many of us. You know what I mean? But even
Yeah.
too, like you know, I don't. I've watched a little bit of Euphoria with Destiny, but I think it was the season finale recently. But they said that they're not coming back.
Shh. I don't want to hear nothing about
No,
Euphoria.
I didn't see it. I don't watch it that much. But
Okay.
I've only seen like an episode with her. But anyways, but they said that they're not coming back till 2024. And people are like 2024. But you know, like you said, then they got a ton of people. You know what I mean? So you know, with film
And
stuff,
they have
it takes
jobs.
time.
Yeah, and they have jobs within Euphoria, So
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I mean, it's a process, like you said. It's just a process. But yeah, with the premiere is going to be at the Colonnade Theater in Ringo, Georgia. That's like right outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee, in the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area on September 3rd. We're gonna have more details soon, so we'll be letting everybody know when you can get tickets. We'll do like an early bird phase, but just be on the lookout for that. I can't wait. You know, we're gonna be able to see it with the people.
Yes, so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to see this teaser. It's a teaser.
Yes.
But I'm sure this teaser will just get you guys pumped for what is to come for the actual trailer and then the movie. And I hope you guys come to the movie premiere. I am so grateful for you, Andrew. Like, this is just great. I'm excited.
Me too. It's like every milestone is like yes, and then you're like, well, I got to get to there. But it's like, you know, it's a big milestone. You know, we put out the official poster too a couple weeks ago. Check that out. But yeah, the
Yes.
teaser trailer is just a tease. You know what I mean? You get a little bit to see what's going on. You know what I mean? And usually a teaser trailer is kind of confused you. Like I don't know what's happening. So there's a little bit of
Right.
that, but just
Yeah.
enough to kind of hold you over and get you excited.
Yes, yes. Okay, can I say one thing? I know we're running
We
out of
got a
time.
little time. We
All the
got
time.
like a minute and a half, I think.
So coming up in April, 1 year exactly, when I submitted my audition, and I submitted my audition and I reached out to you and you gave me the role. Like, did you realize that? I don't know. I
You
didn't
know,
realize.
that's crazy. When you said that just now,
Like
because I'm
one
like,
whole
yeah, it was
year.
around that time when
One
we
whole year.
put up the
That's
role.
why.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and just to think of everything that we have accomplished so far, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is. It's like goodness gracious, because it's been a journey already. But yeah, it's coming up on a year. That's crazy.
Yep. From
So
beginning to end process, 1 year is approaching.
1 year. Whew,
I
yeah.
remember because it's my sister's birthday.
Oh, so hopefully you got a gift ready.
Yeah, and her birthday's coming up. I do need to get a gift ready.
Yeah, got to get that gift. My birthday is coming up March 22nd.
On when? March.
March 22nd. The brother's getting older.
Oh, yay. Happy early birthday.
Yes, indeed. It's coming. So it's 7:29 people. So
Woo!
at 7:30,
The
it'll be up on the
teaser.
YouTube page. So check it out. Share it. Share it. Get it out there. Like the video. Support us. Yes, the premiere is coming up quick. It'll be here before you know it, like Mark just said. So,
Yes.
any
Please
last words,
share it,
Fedora?
guys. I'm sorry.
Any last words?
Oh, just please share it. Everything that is posted on Access Control, Instagram, Facebook, on AJB4's YouTube channel. Like the more shares, the more word will get out about this film. Because even after the premiere, there's still more processes that Andrew has to go through, and I know he has hopes and dreams and aspirations of where he wants this film to be posted on bigger platforms. So the more you guys share and like stuff, it will be really greatly appreciated. I'm sure for him and also for me as well, but mainly him because this is his project, this is his baby, and I've seen him from the beginning. Not the beginning, but at least through the whole process so far this past year. And he's worked really hard, and I'm just excited and proud.
Thank you so much for the kind words and just for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'm
Sure.
just so glad you're a part of the project. But you guys, check it out. Go to the YouTube channel right after this or accesscontrolmovie.com and check out the teaser. And
Woo!
we'll be with you soon, giving you more content.
Let's go.
All right, then. Y'all
All
keep
right.
hope alive.
Keep hope alive. God bless y'all.